Welcome back to another episode of the Ready Set podcast. My name's Ricky.
My name's Angus.
My name's Dom.
And I'm John.
Hey, John.
We're supposed to intro you, but whatever. So I've known this guy for a very long time, probably like 2/3 of my life now. We're old as shit. But I met this guy in the 8th grade.
Wow.
He's single. He's okay, handsome. And, if you're a single guy out there and you're interested, please hit him up. We'll
Or
put his
girl.
take. No, mostly just guys. Just guys. He's only into guys.
Anything.
I'll take anything.
He'll take anything. This is my buddy John, and I've known him since the 8th grade, since we were 13. So please welcome to the podcast.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. So, do you remember how I met you?
Yes, I do. I remember this very clearly.
Do you remember exactly what I said to you?
Yeah. We're in homeroom class, actually. And I was sitting behind Dom, and I was just, trying to make new friends, first day of high school. And I just was like, hey, how's it going, man? How you doing? He's like, talk to me again and I'll break your legs. And then I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that's literally what I
Wait,
said.
that's what you said? Why say that?
So another buddy of his, which ended up being one of our best friends, he's turned around. He was being a real ass. Oh no, he was behind me. He was being a real asshole, and he kept kicking my chair, right? And I was like, "Yo, man, just stop! I don't know you. You just leave me alone." And he kept kicking my chair over and over again. And then I turn around. I'm like, "You motherfucker, fuck off!" This is the first day of school. Yeah. Literally, we only had 2 hours of class, and I was like, "Yo, can you leave me the f alone?" And then this guy, being the nice guy he is, hey, man, how are you doing? I'm like, I'll break your fucking legs. Because I knew they were from the same school because they had greeted each other on the way in.
Oh, so you just hated him by association?
Yeah, I think it was I just assumed they would both be jerks because they knew each other, right? But he was actually super nice.
But look at you now. Best friends.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how I honestly didn't think I'd be friends with this guy after that experience.
So your first impression of him after telling you off, you pretty much hated him.
I didn't hate him, but I didn't want to be associated with him.
Why are you so angry when you're young?
I think it was just I think when you get into high school, it was a new opportunity to make a different personality for yourself.
Wait, what were you like in elementary?
I was really quiet. I was really quiet. In 3rd grade, I got thrown in ESL because I was so quiet they thought I didn't speak English.
But who hasn't been in ESL? I was in ESL.
I was in ESL.
Yeah, we all been and we all born here.
Okay, so Canadian schools are racist. We were all born here.
I think it's because we spoke Chinese at home.
I had problems with
I can
English.
speak English.
Why'd you in ESL then?
They fucked up. They just assumed that I needed English. Yeah.
That's me too.
Yeah.
That's funny. I remember being taken out of class to go to a separate room.
Yeah.
I was like, why am I doing this?
It's kind of nice though.
Do you guys remember what you learned though?
I was reading storybooks. I don't really.
Oh, that seems helpful at least. Do you guys remember what you learned?
I was playing.
You were playing.
It gave me blocks. Maybe it wasn't ESL. Maybe it was special ed. No. Oh, look, I'm playing blocks.
Yeah, what about you? They pulled me out after a couple hours.
Hours.
Yeah.
Where you were why am I in here? Where am
They're just can you do the alphabet? You're like A, B, C, E. Oh, ESL. Right there. Let's put them in there.
I got thrown out after I was reading books that had no pictures and stuff in them, and they're how there's no pictures of it. Why are you reading? Yeah. I was like, what do you mean? It's a book. And then I got kicked out. Yeah. But they were learning about locomotives and stuff, and I was like, you're never gonna use that word. These ESL students are so screwed. Yeah. But I've known this guy for so long that we usually we had gym classes together, and one time I remember we were playing four corner soccer. This guy's he gets nailed in the head by one of the soccer balls by this 6'2" white boy.
Wow.
And by the way, we're in 10th grade. We're all 5'3" or 5'4".
Yeah.
This kid gets railed in the face, and then his head goes into the brick wall.
Whoa.
And I watch him, he just blanks out.
Yeah, for a couple seconds.
Were you concussed? Pretty much.
I honestly don't know.
He doesn't remember this.
Wow.
I do remember
You do?
getting hit in the head, and then all I remember was just everything was white for a few seconds, and then it came back.
Sure.
Yeah, I couldn't really see. Everything was just white.
Wow.
God damn.
And the teachers ran towards you?
No, nobody even
They cared, man. I just
Because they're racist.
Oh, they're just walk it off.
Actually, that teacher, I don't even think works there anymore.
Oh yeah,
He
there's
had some terrible allegations.
spicy
Really?
news.
Yeah.
We
Wait.
I don't think we should mention it. What do you think?
Just don't mention his name.
Wait, what school? What school is this?
Maybe we shouldn't mention that.
Yeah, but
Okay, so you guys had a sus teacher.
Yeah.
a
So
PE teacher, right?
what I heard was there was allegations that this guy was having relationships with a minor, and the school found out. Yeah.
it doesn't help that this person's already, I think, either dating or married a previous student.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was dating a previous student at one point. I don't know if he still was at the
He
time.
was under a lot of heat.
Yeah, and there was another thing where he like choked out a girl during self-defense.
Whoa.
What the?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was
I remember
because
that
they
too.
have issues of these like teachers magazines, and like local teachers are in them for like, and there's news and stuff.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so people do know about it.
He choked out a girl for self-defense. Like, what was he doing? Like,
No, it was a self-defense class, and he was like, oh, like he was showing how to like,
do a headlock.
yeah, but I don't.
like a choke or something.
I guess
I don't remember.
But like, why? I've never seen a girl learn chokes in like self-defense.
You guys had self-defense class.
I don't remember.
school?
We didn't have it. at
No,
our time.
do you remember when we went to school? It was girls got learned self-defense, and then guys learned how to manage their anger.
Oh no way.
What? No way. For
Yeah, like I've had this class. There was like this presenter that came in, and then like after the class, all the guys are like, "Oh yeah, we learned about how like we should take out our anger on inanimate objects, and, like,
What?
kick the chair or
Wait, is
yell
this-
at the wall."
is this a PE?
No, it was like some presenter that came in. And then like for the girls, and we're like, what did you guys learn? She's like, I can break your nose in like 6 different ways. And I was like,
I want
oh,
to learn that.
well, it's really easy. Just,
Oh, that's
you know
true.
what I mean? Like, yeah. But like, yeah, it was really,
Yeah, high school was a strange time for
it was
us,
a very
I have to
strange
say.
time.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you feel it's the same way? Do you think high school is still weird?
I heard it's worse. Dominic, you have a friend that's a teacher, right? And she said that it's a shit show right now.
It can be. I think it's also, it's like for the teachers is a shit show because I think a lot more parents protect their children in a way that our parents did not for us.
Helicopter parenting?
Not a helicopter. It's just that like,
Wait,
you
what's helicopter parenting?
Like tiger moms and stuff.
micromanaging.
Oh,
Yeah,
basically.
they're like really hovering over their
Yeah.
kid and making sure like, oh, you do this, you do that kind of thing. It's like
I see.
way.
My mom didn't even speak English when I went to high school. So when I went to high school, and if anything happened to me, they'd be like, "It's my kid's fault." You know, like they didn't want to talk to my.
But she was busy working, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Did
Feel
you
like-
have that?
No.
I feel like
Well, yeah. I mean, my parents didn't care as long as I passed.
Yeah.
but they were busy working too, right?
Yeah.
I think all Asian parents, they were immigrants here and they were like working super hard.
Yeah,
So the last thing they
priority.
can do is like hover and micromanage because they're already so busy with their own work. You don't have the time
It's
or
true.
energy.
They just cared about my grades.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
didn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Do you remember one of your crushes from high school?
Yes.
Do you-
I think I know which one you're talking about.
I actually don't remember, but like, wait, who's your crush in high school?
I'm gonna
Rhymes
use an
with that
alias. I'm gonna use an alias.
We can bleep it out.
You use the
do
alias.
First letter.
Her name was Jessica,
Okay, Jessica.
and we had this thing where you can buy like
Singing telegrams.
yeah. So
Okay,
during
yeah, we had that
Valentine's
too.
Day, you can pay these people in choir to like sing a song for you.
Yes.
And I can't remember what I did. I think I bought one.
Did you? It must have not been me
I can't remember what I did
because I would
But
have made fun of
anyways,
you.
It became super awkward afterwards, and
Who is this?
Jessica.
Jessica.
Jessica in our grade.
Anyways, yeah.
So it doesn't work.
I don't think so. It's kind of cringe, honestly. Like
It works if they already like you.
they'll just be
works
like, what's going on? Like,
Yeah, it works if you're already in a relationship with this person.
Yeah.
Not as like a way to say, hey,
Get
actually,
into
I
a
like you.
relationship.
yeah. I agree.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
It is very awkward though. They stop the whole class and they come in, they sing to you.
Yeah. And they'll have you stand up on a chair.
Yeah.
Well, what is this called again? Like,
It's like a
Singing telegrams.
yeah.
oh, okay. Yeah. So for kids in high school, don't freaking do it. You're not
Yeah.
gonna get a girl. You're gonna
Honestly,
get
it's not
awkward.
gonna work.
It's not gonna work
Though you
unless they like you.
You should be in the singing telegrams because you get to miss class all day long. Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Oh, that's a volunteer thing.
Yeah, it's a volunteer thing. You just don't go to class. It's great.
Oh. Did you guys ever skip class?
I didn't skip class until I was in grade 12. Like I was
Oh, you're good.
a good boy, and then grade 12 happened. I had free blocks, and other people had free blocks, and like, yo, man, you don't need to go to this class. And then that's how it all started.
Oh, shoot. How bad did it get?
It wasn't that bad. Like I skipped probably less than 30 days in the whole year.
Oh,
okay.
that's pretty good.
Okay, he didn't skip class. However, this guy was late to everything.
Oh, so you had like a late attendance.
Oh, let's go.
I had issues waking up. I'm just gonna say that.
He was late for a collaborative day. Collaborative days started at 10 o'clock.
What's a collaborative day?
You don't have a collaborative day?
it's like a day where school starts later.
Yeah, because like there are meetings or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they started at 10 o'clock, and you would still be late.
Yeah, like
Did you live far?
I was like 10, 15-minute walk away. 10, about like 10 minutes away.
Damn, you were late.
You're just not a punctual person in general. Kind of thing, or
I just had trouble waking up so early, man. That was my problem. And like that time, I didn't get a computer until I was 14, so that'd be grade 9. And when I got my computer, I was hooked on playing games, man. So I'll be up till like 1 to 2 a.m. every night.
Yo.
Dude, I wasn't even allowed to play games.
Really?
Only weekend, only.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would
my
be up
parents
till
were so
like
strict.
3 playing Gunbound.
Oh. Neopets.
Yeah.
Neopets?
Unbound.
Oh, I was not playing Neopets. That was
It got so bad, my parents had to move the computer into their room, so then I can't play.
Oh, shoot.
So
I skipped a lot. In grade 9, grade 10, I had attendance issues.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you skip though?
Fucking anything.
Really?
Yeah. At that time, I was hanging out with these like a group of like white kids. I was like the token Asian there. But then these were
Still true.
yeah, still true. Yeah. But yeah, I was skipping class and hanging around with these. Yeah, they're kind of. I guess nowadays they'd be considered emo/goth white kids.
Were they potheads too?
No, not that time. Yeah, they were just like weirdos.
bad influence.
Yeah, bad influence.
Could you name them?
I don't even remember their names.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They sound like those characters in South Park. The one that hangs about the stairs.
Oh yeah.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
Actually, yes.
Yeah, because they skip class.
Yeah.
They're all smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Accurate.
Dude,
Do
the
you
way
guys have a
they're-
clique when you like were in high school?
What's it? Oh, a clique?
Yeah.
You said clique.
Yeah, whatever.
potato.
Yeah, I think so. I was in 2 groups. One was like white kids, and then the other one was with the Asians.
Wait, hold up. Spell clique.
CLICK.
CK? Is that not?
That clique is CLIQUE because it's not an English.
This is why we're in ESL.
That's freaking correct.
So what is clique or clique? What is clique?
I don't
A
know.
group of
Like
people.
French?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
I'm just learning things
today
all
you
the time.
I learned.
It's not well, the thing is when you say click, it's like it's too like, people think of click. Like CLI, CK.
But the meaning is the same.
Means
No,
the
it's
same-
not.
Oh, it's not?
A click is when you click something. A clique is when a group of people that have like a
At this point, I feel like Dom's making stuff up.
No, it's not.
I've never heard of people
I
pronounce it clique.
I always hear click.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I hear that too, but I know it's spelled that way. Yeah, it's spelled that way.
Did you always spell it with the CK?
I don't remember ever typing it out or writing.
I never type it. I just say it.
Yeah, I'll just say it.
This guy don't.
This is why we're in ESL. It's okay.
Squad.
Exactly.
I'd say squad.
Squad. Oh, that's an old. I have a friend who's a teacher as well, and he says all he hears in the hallway is just like Riz or like on God.
He
No
hears it in his
cap.
family. It's terrible. he has a family member. Disgusting. I'll tag him in this one.
Yeah.
Oh man, I thought that was really funny. Just like hearing kids just saying like, "Oh man, on God."
The new terminology.
What is
right?
on God?
I don't know.
It's supposed to be like I swear to
Oh,
God or
based
something
God.
like that. Or
Oh.
I don't know. I feel like a boomer now. I'm talking about like new age.
Well, I
slang.
mean, when we were younger, we're like, for real?
or like lit.
For real?
Lit
But
was
we
like
say
a-
for real still.
Yeah.
Some people.
With the Z.
Okay, maybe not that.
Remember like when we added like Z's into everything for no freaking reasons?
But we say like yo a lot.
Yeah.
Yo,
No?
is that a slang?
I don't know if that's a slang or.
I don't know. Is that okay?
I think that's just normal terminology.
Yeah.
Oh, is it now?
I think we're showing our age, man.
Yeah.
Shoot, man, we're getting old.
Oh man.
Okay, so you have different groups. You have a white group,
And
you
then
have a
Asians
Asian
play
group.
Big Two.
Yo, Asians playing big.
Okay, all right. So this is a thing. In high school, you always have an Asian group that plays Big Two or some kind of card game.
On the floor.
Always Big Two.
Hallways.
Mostly it's Vietnamese. It's a thing.
Yes,
But
yes.
you know when you're really hardcore at Big Two is when you hang out with like the super Asian crew, which is like all Chinese and you only play in Kanto.
Yeah.
And then there's the super Vietnamese crew and there's Vietnamese Big Two.
Yeah.
That has like a different set of rules.
I always play with the Vietnamese group.
I play both.
Oh yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah.
I wonder if they still play Big Two in the hallways to this day.
I don't know. They probably on
they
their phones.
probably still do.
Think
man.
so?
I don't know. But like there was this one kid, I think his name was Kevin, and he would be like,
This is a fucking Kevin.
and he was like, wait one moment. And like it's because he knows he has a stack of cards and he could just throw down a bunch of pairs.
Yeah.
And there's something about like when you just go on this like hype of cards coming down, like it feels so good.
And they throw it really hard
Throw
too.
it so hard. I'm so good at that.
Did you guys play it on like the really hard surface
Yeah,
floor at school?
Yeah,
and it just makes this huge slap sound.
Sounds so good.
Oh my god, it's therapeutic. I don't know what it is.
And then teacher yell at you. It's like, hey, get back to class. You're like, it's lunch break.
Oh yeah, we got in trouble for being too loud in the main hall.
The hallway.
Yeah, because it's right across from the main office where the graduate hall is.
Honestly, I'd be pissed. If I okay, as like my age now, if I work at a school and there's a bunch of kids, you hear every day, just nonstop yelling, like, God damn, they're so loud.
There, it's quiet throughout the school the entirety of the day, which you're in that office. And during our lunch break, we can't be loud in the hallway. The only place we have because we don't have a fucking staff room.
Imagine your lack of sleep, and you're just so burnt out. You don't want to mess with kids.
That's not that kid's problem. You work in the office.
That's
I don't
true.
even know
You
you.
hide in your car.
That's
I
true.
can see that getting on someone's nerves, though. Just.
But the people in the admin office, I don't even know you. It's not like I'm purposely in the classroom. At least the teacher is like, oh, I don't like that kid. I don't know the people in the admin office.
Did you ever had a teacher that like picked on you or hated you?
Absolutely.
Not me, but we had a teacher, same teacher actually, that got in trouble. He'd always pick on this one guy, and he'd be like, he'd call his mom like his dim sum girl and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Yo, that's racist. Yo, that's messed up.
No, but he's Asian too. Wait, here, let me tell you how bad this is though. Like, the first day of class, we had this class called strength and conditioning that teaches you how to like lift weights and stuff.
What?
Yeah, it was great.
That's a
you
great
like learn a
class.
deadlift, squat, bench. Great. So like I've been benching 50 since I was like when I was in grade 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but then like this guy walks in the first day of class in grade 11 and he goes, and the teacher just looks up at him and he goes, no frags allowed.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
and then he just the kid leaves and never comes back to the class.
God.
He drops out.
Yeah,
That's messed up. Yo, how old is this guy?
By the way, you're gonna have to bleep that out. Whoever
Wait,
editing
wait,
that.
how old is this guy?
I think he was in his 30s when we were in high school.
Maybe 40s. I don't
freaking
know.
way. This is crazy.
But then again, back then, like saying is more casual.
Yeah, not to a student.
Yeah, you don't call a student that. But then, so the teacher you said was Asian,
Yeah.
and he called the sorry,
No.
and they were Asian as well.
Yeah.
But why?
He was just. I think
Was
a
he,
joke?
Did he have a look though?
no. I mean,
That's
I've
messed
called,
up.
you know, to be fair, I've called him some terrible things. But
was the kid a little bit like
He's not-
lying, la day,
he is a little bit. But the thing is, he doesn't. He just looks like a really nerdy, skinny kid. I
Oh,
wouldn't
that's
say.
messed up.
I wouldn't say he looks flamboyant or like
He's like nerdy. He's like nerdy.
yeah. But the thing is, I think maybe it's because he has like that coach gym mentality, you know, where like you ever
Oh.
watch those movies with
like
big
you
white
grind them
guys?
down kind of thing.
He's like a jock.
Yeah,
This guy's a jock.
Yeah, exactly. That's
He was
that's what
definitely
I
a jock.
describe him.
yeah.
Oh man, those are
Asian
the
jocks?
worst.
But you mentioned the I forgot what you said. Something about just being rude.
Yeah, they're freaking mean, dude. They pick on you.
Oh, pick on you. Yeah,
teachers-
exactly.
did
Did you
you
have an
get
experience?
Yeah, I got. She gave me. Her name is Miss Mac. I really don't care. Let's call her Miss Mac. I really hope you don't have your job.
This is the second time he's named someone.
No, because she's so mean.
Always a woman.
What did she do to you? I need to
She's so
know.
mean. Okay, look. PE, right? Everyone usually gets A or B. It's easy. It's just participation. You don't have to like excel in physical strength. But she hated me to the point she gave me a C minus.
C minus.
Yeah, and I was there all the time.
Dude, that's a
And-
death sentence. in
Yeah, and then
Asian
the reason, the reason she didn't like me is because she saw me like skip a class, and of course I have a big like it's a legit answer because we went on field trip, we went golf, right? So by the time we get back, it's super late. We missed our class, and the class I had to do was art class, and this teacher, her name is like Miss Sparrow. I'm calling you out too. She was so freaking mean. She calls you if you're late. She makes you stand there. She yells at you for like 5 minutes in front of the whole class.
Wow.
5 to 10 minutes. And she's like, why are you late? Why are you late? She just makes a huge deal and you're just embarrassed. So I'm like, well, I'm late because of this field trip, I'm not going to go to her class because I'm going to get yelled at. So I'm just going to skip it. Just one time, skip. And then Miss Mac found me in the hallway. And she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I have a spare block. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, okay. You're not lying to me. I'm like, no. And then she knew I was lying. And then later, ever since then, she like hated me.
But she gave you a C minus.
She gave me a C minus. And then for spring break, right? I gave her a heads up. I'm gonna be taking spring break earlier because I'm going to China. And then she's like, "Do you think you deserve it?"
Oh shit!
I was like, "What?" I'm like, I guess so, because it's a family trip."
Yeah.
And she's like, "I don't think you deserve it."
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, she said that. And then there's another time in class. I think I told her, I'm like, "Hey, can I not go outside and run because I'm sick? So I'll just work out like in the gym, like weightlifting." And she's like, so she basically said something. She told everyone to sit outside in at the gym, and she gave us a pep talk about like life and how you can fail in life.
Whoa.
And she was kind of like looking at me and saying like, I'm gonna fail in life.
Oh.
F you!
Holy
In
shit.
I'm doing way better than
That's
you right
really
now.
nicer than our teacher. He would have called you something
Wow,
else.
I can't believe that happened to you.
Yeah, she's so freaking mean. Everything was Target, like ever since. And then I had a friend. His name was Poncho. Coolest dude ever.
Poncho.
He's a
That's
Mexican
cool
guy.
name.
Yeah, his
Cool
name. Yeah,
Wait, real name?
he has real name Poncho.
Is he Mexican?
Yeah, he's Mexican.
Sick nickname.
He's so nicest dude ever. This guy just literally skips class all the time. And then he would come in one time with a Subway sandwich while we're doing four corner soccer. And she's like, oh, where'd you go? It's like, I don't want to come to class. And she's like, okay. And I looked at him. I'm like, bro, what the hell? He's like, I don't know, man.
No, favoritism does exist.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell, dude?
Yeah.
I'm like, this is not fair.
She actually hated you, man.
She legit hated me. Everyone knew she hated me. I freaking hated her. I really wanted to rat her out, but it was like grade 12.
Oh my god.
So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna whatever.
Grade 12
Yeah.
too? Oh my god.
Dude, this happened now, it'd be all over the internet.
So
Yeah.
So that was your gym teacher?
That was my gym.
Can
I
you
really,
give a flex for the camera, see what like they missed out on. Okay, look at this shit. This is what you built. Villain origin story.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Small, thin Asian dude.
Also, one of the followers. That's for you, man.
You know who you are. But yeah, she's the meanest teacher. I think that's very unprofessional. I really wanted to get her fired that time.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's really
I was really thinking about talking to my counselor about it, but I'm like, it's grade 12. Honestly, if you're in high school and someone does that to you, go report it.
Report
okay?
it, yes.
Like seriously, this is not okay. This is not okay.
That's bullying and harassment.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
harassment.
like psychological trauma. Man.
yeah, and she's like, who the hell says, do you deserve it to go on vacation? I'm like, what the hell? What does that have to do with you? The hell, man?
You know, in fairness, I would be really hard to go report it because you don't know as a kid how the teacher is supposed to act. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I knew.
did you know? I wouldn't.
I knew.
That's grade 12.
Grade 12.
Well, okay. So when I was younger, like we had this. Oh man, we had he was African, and he because we only had one or two African teachers, and he was one of the teachers that like taught math. Do you remember who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Mr. Irving. But like he taught mini school math, which is the accelerated program, and regular math, and everyone failed, including the kids in the accelerated program. However, everybody in the normal program, like including myself, didn't complain because we're like, oh, we just didn't understand the math. I guess it was my problem and I didn't try hard enough.
wow.
However, everybody in the accelerator program, all their parents are like, what the hell, man? Right? My child is not stupid. Right? And they like ran running to the office like, no, this is wrong. My child doesn't get it wrong. Like I didn't have that experience. And I just like, if I was in your shoes, I would know how to act. I'd be like, that's what teachers do.
She was Chinese too.
Oh.
But she was like the whitewashed Chinese. So she was so mean
Bitches.
to all the Asian people. For
Because
some
she was whitewashed?
I don't know, man. And then she
She
would
was extra hard to on Asians.
yeah, and the thing is that she was single, but then when she started dating a dude, she was so nice. And then when she broke up with him, she was just so mean.
She just needed to not.
Yeah.
I didn't know girls nutted.
I don't know if you guys watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but there was an episode where Captain Hall was grumpy the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about.
By the way, rest in peace. He passed away.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Were you ever a class favorite though?
No.
Like a teacher favorite?
I think I was in like bio or chem because I was doing so well in those classes, like 90+%.
Who was your teacher? Ronnie?
There's Mr. K and then Mr. Miles.
Nice. you were not a class favorite for English. Do you remember that?
Oh, Dad. No, she hated me. Similar situation, but not as bad as you. Just
Oh
like,
man. Yeah.
she was giving me bad marks every semester, bro.
She just hated you?
Yeah.
Dude, he copied off my test, and he got a higher mark than me.
What? Yo, that's messed up.
It's funny because like in the middle of the thing, I'm like, yo, John, I didn't read the
He
book.
didn't read the book. I gave him my test paper while we were having a test. I just slipped him my paper.
Yeah.
And then
Oh my god.
he copied it, and he got a higher mark than me. How does that happen?
Yo, that's when you know the teacher really hates you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he didn't do anything wrong. He was a really good kid in class. He never got any in any issues. They just didn't like him.
No, she caught me like one time in the hallway. I was swearing really loudly outside. She's like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
I was probably beside you. We hung out all the time.
I don't know what it is, man. She just didn't like me.
So strange. I was never the favorite, but I was also never picked on
That's good.
by teachers. Actually, I feel like some teachers put in extra effort to help me with things.
Oh.
But like I wasn't like a favorite. or
Same.
anything like that.
I had teachers that helped me,
yeah.
but I was also very bad at school. So
I remember I had like
Were you?
yeah, I wasn't that great at school.
I was bad too, but like
Yeah.
I was passing. And that's all.
Yeah, like I was passing. Like maybe I get A in like arts.
What were your grades like? Like, let's say you had 8.
I was like a solid C.
I was C plus
C
to B.
plus. Yeah.
But like, how many C pluses, B, A's would you get in a?
I don't know. Maybe I get 1 or 2 A's.
I don't think I had a.
But that's all like the fun stuff, right? Like art,
Wow.
PE, except for grade 12.
John did pretty good.
Dude, my parents were like on me on my grades, man. Like,
Sam,
dude, I got
Really?
any C's? Oh man,
you got your ass beat, didn't you?
not for grades, but they would be so pissed if I got any C's.
Well, your grades were pretty decent. I think you were like on a roll, right?
There was one time in elementary school where I got an I because I didn't do any homework. This was grade 6.
You
I
get
didn't.
I?
I got an
Incomplete.
I.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
I didn't
my god.
When you just
homework
didn't
or
do
something
it.
like that. And I went and tried to modify, turn it into a B, and my parents knew right away.
Really? Yo, did you fake a signature before?
Oh,
Yes,
signature?
of course.
Did it ever work?
yes.
yes. Because my dad's signature is very easy. He just handwrites his name, so I learned how to do it.
Oh, yo.
You know what I did?
Practice.
So for whatever reason, our French teacher decided to send letters to my house. Not the school. My French teacher sent letters to my house. So I caught it in the mailbox before that. But then she calls my house.
Wow.
And she called my mom, to which I got a severe ass beating. And
For doing what?
just being bad at the class.
Why she was out to get you, man.
Yo, okay, this is how bad at French I was. So I have extra courses because I would take stuff off timetable. So I would have 10 courses in a year as opposed to 8, right? And I took summer school. So I would have, my grades would end up being like 9 A's and 1 C plus. Guess what the fuck that was in? French. And like our French teacher was really hard. Really, really
It's
hard.
okay. Yeah.
C pluses was okay. I always thought C
man.
plus was pretty good.
Yeah, very nice.
I envy your parents.
No, I think it's because you just gotta set the bar so low
Yeah.
to the point you're like, oh god, just like at least like passing grade like C.
Do you not have
C-
cousins they compare you to?
I did that. I got an I, man. I was bad in elementary
I
school.
got straight C minuses in grade 4. Like I didn't know that was. First of all, I didn't know there were grades coming out, and so I
Same,
really
same,
didn't
same.
participate.
Same.
But and they really should have warned me, right? The report cards just kind of came out of nowhere. But then like, I do the bar so low. What do you want?
So, but if you set the bar so low, then you get a C plus. They're like, oh, improvement. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
My issue was my parents had a lot of friends where their kids were getting like straight A's and stuff.
Oh.
So it was like, man, they're doing it too. Why can't you do it? Like, I hated that.
I have too many cousins, then they all get compared.
Oh, really? No, I don't think any of my. I don't know. I don't even know what my cousins get. Like honestly, because I think all of us were pretty bad in school.
But I'm sure you probably got compared to your brother at least.
Well, because I try. Like when I like elementary, I did really bad, so they put me into
Tutor?
Churchill. But then Churchill had a special program, not IB. I was the opposite IB, special kids, or who really needs help. Like, but the way they teach is actually very, very good. They very hands on. That's the way I learned. Very hands on. It's my first time ever experiencing just going to class and everything just stuck
Made
in my
sense.
brain.
Wow.
Everything makes sense. I don't have to study ever, and I would get straight A's.
Wow.
And I'll be like, wow, this is what smart people feels like. This feels nice. Like learning is fun. But then ever since I finished, like that program's only 2 years, I passed, so that's why I went back to Prince of Wales, where all my elementary friends went.
Oh.
And then it went back to regular teaching, like the overhead, like the projector.
Oh, yeah,
They write the
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
They tell you read from like whatever. That's the way. I don't learn that way, and my grades kind of went down again. But I realized that I have to step it up, so I forced myself to study. Didn't really work, but I get like a passing grade, like C plus, B, C.
I always find that
That's
so
pretty good.
interesting. Because, like, I always, I think growing up, I thought that system was built for everybody, because, like, it's geared towards definitely not to the smartest person, because they're definitely not going to be excelling
Yeah.
forward, and it was definitely not helping the dumbest kid because they could barely catch up.
Yeah.
It was mostly for, like, the median, like, somewhere in the middle, right?
Geared for the majority.
Yeah. But, like, for some reason, I just, like, I think it's so interesting that, like, of course, it would be easier if the class sizes were smaller, that, like, so then there are people, like, Angus could probably get more help when
Yeah,
it's necessary.
but it's also it's so boring. Don't you guys find school boring? Like for me, if it's not interesting, nothing goes into my head. Like it just goes in one ear and kind of goes out the other. For me, they made it fun. Like math, we actually have like cubes.
Oh wow.
So you like count and stuff like that, geometry, all that stuff. Yeah, the ruler, but you actually take like real shapes. Like that made it fun for me. Like hands on, that's my learning type. So if I get to do it hands on, and then I kind of like drawings style, then it's really fun for me. And then I would learn a lot easier compared to like tell me read from chapter to chapter. I'll be reading the same line like 5 times over again until I realize I'm reading the same line. So
I don't have that issue.
I have that issue. I think I have ADHD, man, when I was young. Because it's very hard for me to pay attention to something. I would just sidetrack and start playing with the ruler.
But like, I think I'm very good with things that are theoretical. But I studied psychology. It has to be right. I can't go around like messing with people all the
Measuring
time.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think I just find things that are relatable to the topic to which I'm studying. So that way it matters to me in some way.
Wow, you're smart. Back then, I just freaking hated school.
Because I've always like people are like math is useless. I've always been able to use math for a certain purpose, right? Just to be able to calculate what.
Like algebra?
Yeah,
Trig.
maybe not trick.
You use algebra to this day?
Yeah,
What do you use it for?
you know how you just figure out the bill with your calculator? That's algebra.
I thought it's just
You're
Normal
figuring out what x
calculations.
is by dividing it by 4 or 5.
you already lost me. I don't know. That's why I have a calculator.
Right? X is just the answer, right? If you put an X at any equation,
See, this is
algebra.
This is the part where I check out in class. He says that I'm just like,
Right? You know how like it goes like 4 plus 4 equals blank, right? If you put an X there, fucking algebra. You're figuring out what X is.
Oh, really?
Yes.
just
That's the only difference.
Oh.
You're just trying to like, but the X can be anything. Well, it's like, well, no, in that solution, it can only be 8, right? That's all it is, right? You just got to break it down in a way that works out from your head.
Wow, I just learned. You should be my teacher.
It's like, who teaches math? Probably your girlfriend does.
Oh,
yeah.
Your girlfriend's probably really good at teaching.
she's okay. I think. I don't know.
She is great.
She does great. She does the homework for this one kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because he's lazy.
You know that though. She was here doing it at your house.
Oh. Wow, that kid is lazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
But it's I think that's a common thing for rich kids to hire a tutor to do their homework or course.
Just so they can
Especially if
pass.
it's like an online course kind of thing. And
Oh, you know what I've always wondered? When you guys were in high school, did you ever wish you were richer?
every single day.
Richer? What do you mean? Like be a rich kid?
Yeah, well, because we grew up in East Van. Most of us are kind of like somewhere in the middle or below. We definitely had some really poor people at our school.
Yep.
Right? I grew up with just my mom, so she's working alone. We're paying off a place. So I didn't have anything extra most of the time. Right? And if I did have something extra, I realized later in life it's because my mom didn't have something that she needed. Right? So so when I always wished I had like more. I always wish that
More money.
More money in general.
There's this conversation I had with my girlfriend not too long ago. It's about growing up being kind of poor. Like my family was pretty poor, broke, and she never really understood that. But I would hate field trips
Why?
because field trips required money, and I hated asking my parents to pay for this course or like this field trip. So I would just like hide it or like throw it away and just not show up for the field trip.
Wait,
because it's an excess financial burden.
how old were you when you realized?
I realized in elementary, like
And you knew.
grade 3, grade 4.
I didn't know how to think like that.
Yeah.
Wow, you're very mature.
Hated field trips.
Even in
'cause I
grade
felt so bad.
12, I couldn't think like that. I still went on my ski trip.
Oh my god.
Is it because you saw how hard your parents?
Yeah. So my dad was the only one that would made money.
Wow, you're very mature. Shoot. Wow. At that point, I still ask my parents.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just playing.
Yeah. I think I was just like, oh, cool. This cool thing we're going to. I want to go. Like, I just couldn't. I didn't have that kind of forethought.
Like you know those at Save on Foods or Safeway or whatever, you can buy those little tin cans of like salmon or something like that.
Yeah.
We'd buy 1 tin of salmon, and then that's like with rice, and that can is split between 4 people.
Oh, really?
And that's your birthday dinner?
No. That's just like a normal dinner.
I was like, shoot. Yo, that's so sad. Where did he come from? Because he's not my birthday.
And then,
No, field trip.
oh, that was your birthday cake?
You got a can of salmon with birthday.
I'm sorry.
That is such a Stephen Chow like movie moment.
Oh, sorry.
We're all like, what?
I was thinking in my head because when you were talking about like money wise, I was
Yeah.
thinking about me asking my parents wanting a birthday party because I never got one ever.
okay.
And then
Yeah.
like where the school I went to, it was more of a nicer school, but everyone was pretty rich.
Yeah.
They're all white people, right? So they all have birthdays. They go on vacation during summer, but I would work during the summer at a pretty young age, and then I don't have birthday parties. So I remember I just asked my parents, "Can I have a birthday party?" Like I kept asking, and I guess as a parent, when you see your kid like just wanting one, they give it to you. And
Figure it out, yeah.
yeah, they give it to you. So I only had one birthday party ever in since I think I was like, I don't know, like 4 or 5, and it was the last birthday party I ever had. But I realized how sad it is from a parent's perspective, not be able to give the kid providing that, and the kid just wants to be like the rest of the kids. Yeah, it's kind of sad when
My mom was really good like that. She tried her best to provide
yeah.
what other kids had. Yeah.
But I didn't have a gym. I didn't have like a canned tuna. So, but what is like the ketchup one, right?
No, like the canned salmon. Like you know the
Salmon.
canned salmon.
Yeah. But which one did you? What kind
Like,
did you have?
I thought it was the
smoked
ketchup
or like.
No. It's
Like the one from Costco, like the
I
circle
don't
ones?
know. Yeah, it's circular.
Oh.
The ones I usually get is the ketchup one, right? You guys know that?
I've had that, and then there's some black bean one.
yeah,
I had that one.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's-
I had that too.
Yeah.
That one's good.
Is that sardines or is that?
I don't know what.
Dude, we're so broke.
Yeah. You know, like
We're talking about how good the food is, yo.
let me
canned
name some
sardines.
broke food for you. First of all, spam. Spam growing up, like it's expensive now, but it was super cheap before. Okay, like sardines and stuff, and like with the black bean stuff. Freaking foo yu. Do you know what that is?
Oh,
Yeah.
fermented tofu, right?
Yeah, fermented tofu. That was awesome.
good,
Yeah, it's good.
It's
But,
really
like,
good.
I
it's-
like that.
Yeah.
stuff.
And then like you're right, the one with the tomato sauce or whatever. That's really
you
good.
put that on bread.
Oh,
Holy-
it's so good. It's like fish
Oh
with
my
tomato sauce.
god.
Yeah.
It's the best thing ever. So
Broke
ghetto,
people
but
food?
holy
Oh.
crap, it is
Yeah.
good. But I remember one time for lunch, because I see all the white kids have sandwiches.
Yeah.
I was like, I want a sandwich. And then later there was Eggo waffles. I'm like, oh, I always wanted Eggo waffles. So I told my parents, I'm like, can I have like a sandwich or can I have Eggo waffles? And then they're like, okay, fine. So they would make me for, I think it was like 4 months straight, every day for lunch. They would toast the Eggo waffles, put a Kraft cheese and like 1 slice of cold ham, 2 of these. And I had that for 4 months, every day for lunch. That thing is nasty. Because Eggo waffles is good when you eat it fresh, right? Because it's crispy, it's hot. You leave it over, it's soggy, it's like falling apart. I eat that every single day at school. It was sick.
You know what? Someone saw Angus at school, and 10 years later, they were like, McGriddles.
Yeah, that's literally like grill, but it was like ghetto version. It was so gross. Oh my god.
and you ate it.
I ate it. I actually, towards the end, I actually start throwing it away. I'd rather not eat it, be hungry, than eat it.
Oh,
It was. I got so sick of it.
wasting food.
I've thrown away food too, and actually now I feel really bad about it.
I feel bad wasting
Yeah,
food,
yeah.
but it was so bad. Like you just.
I had a friend who was getting sandwiches for lunch every day for high school as well, and he was sick of it. But dude, it was like a loaded sandwich, man.
Bomb ass sandwich. I have a friend that
So
had
he
that
gave
too.
it to me.
Yeah.
And I started eating it. I was like, hell yeah.
so good.
Yeah, because I had a friend like that, and he had like a BLT sandwich. I didn't even know what a BLT was. And he gave it to me. I'm like, oh my God, is this bacon? Shoot, you didn't know you could put bacon in a sandwich.
That's bougie, boy.
Yo, and then they put mayonnaise. And I'm like, what is this white cream? This is so good.
I still remember, like, that's what I call white people lunches, right? So, like sometimes you see them at school, they got like lunchables. I was like,
Yo.
oh my God, you get to lunchables.
Lunchables is for the rich people,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
For real, man.
The charcuterie.
Yeah,
Yes.
charcuterie
Yes.
board.
I remember I told my parents, like, I want Lunchables. And it went, like, we were at T&T and they look at the price, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And they ended up buying, like, just crackers.
Yeah.
And they give me a chunk of cheese.
Cheese.
They didn't even cut the cheese. They give me one chunk of cheese.
Yeah.
And you're like, just bite cheese and take a cracker. I'm
My
like,
mom gave me a cheese stick and like crackers.
yeah.
Oh
I
my
was
God,
like,
that's
it was
so Asian.
Yeah.
Gross.
Are those laughing cows?
Yeah.
Ah,
Which, by
yes.
the way, don't do very well at school because they get smushed.
Oh.
They had the string cheese.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
good.
That,
too.
those ones are good.
It's gross until you share with people. You know, like some kids like share stuff and like everyone's taking tweets. Oh, everyone's touched
dude,
it. Gross.
I hate it.
Yeah.
But
Dunkaroos though.
oh, Dunkaroos, yo. Okay, the one kid. Okay, there's always those kids. They're like, can I have some? I'm your best friend, and you're like, and you're like, okay, and then you give it to them. They take one, and they take all the dipping out. I'd be like, might as well take my whole snack then.
It's like, hold on, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, we're not really best friends. What are you doing?
Math's not mathin'.
Yeah.
There's always that one person that will grab your snack and just take the whole fucking. Oh, can I have some of your chips? Just grab the whole thing. I'm
Yeah,
like,
and then that'll be the last time you give.
Yeah, I never share with those people. I'm like, you gotta get.
Oh, you're smart.
But those are always white kids.
Those are always white. No, it's always the Chinese ones.
It's
too.
a yeah.
never had a
Small
yeah.
Asian kids always.
Yeah, they get their instant noodle, and you're like, "Can I have some?" And you're like, "Sure." And they take their chopsticks and take a bunch.
What?
When the bun, you're like, "Okay, I only have like 25% left."
And they ask everybody, you know, like,
Yeah. By the time you share everything, you would have like barely anything. Oh man, those good times.
Yeah, if you guys have any high school stories, please
Yeah.
let us know.
Please let us know. And also elementary, do you share your Dunkaroos? Do you become best friends after?
Do
Most
you
of the
guys
time?
know what Dunkaroos are?
No, I think Dunkaroos is still a thing.
Are they?
I've seen them. I've seen them.
I
in
see
the
them. I
shops.
see them.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
But do they still buy it the way we used to?
I
What,
don't know
what do you
about
mean?
that.
Because like Dunkaroos were like sought out for. Like we Chinese parents didn't buy that shit for us. We had to go find a white kid and be like, "Yo, can I have one?
Okay.
Can I have one?" It's like I want a little kangaroo shaped cracker.
We get the koala ones,
Oh,
chocolate.
yeah, yeah,
those are the
yeah.
favorite ones.
Yeah.
My mom wouldn't buy me those
so
either.
nice.
Like we try to save as much money as possible.
Yeah. There's only it's only when it's on sale. My parents
Not
don't buy
even.
stuff. Really?
Yeah, not even in the way like I got Tao fine for like, like
Wait,
for, like
you get the nice stuff.
she just makes everything in bulk and we just keep eating it. It's poor people's
It's better
stuff.
than mine.
It was meal prep before it was a thing.
My parents was too busy; they couldn't even make food. So they would buy me like Eggo waffles or the Lunchables, the microwave ones. But they would microwave in the morning and put us tinfoil wrap. So by lunch, it was like cold.
Oh.
It was so nasty.
My mom slept very little, so she would like buy things really cheap and just cook it. And like she spent so much time doing all this stuff.
Really, but for me, the Lunchables was the waveable like dinner stuff.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gourmet food, man.
I used to have that.
That was the
at night.
holy grail.
Yeah, it was the holy grail. Like I had like.
Oh,
man,
university Hungry Mans were a thing. You like just the Hungry Man. You ever have those?
Oh, yeah, the stuff you microwave.
Yeah, the microwave.
yes.
I think that's the thing I had.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best. But the thing is that you're supposed to eat it when it's heat up.
Yeah, I never had it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't eat up in the morning and then leave for like a couple hours.
It's pretty gross.
It's pretty nasty, man.
Oh, because it was in the
moist.
freezer.
Yeah, it was in the freezer and you throw it into it's nasty. But how about tell us about what's your most ghetto food?
Yeah.
Or if you're balling, what's your most balling food when you're a
Yeah.
kid? If you like this episode, please give us a like, subscribe, hit us that follow. We're on Spotify, we're on Apple Tunes,
Apple Podcasts,
Apple Podcasts.
Podbeans.
We're on all those.
Yeah, all of the streaming.
all of them. You can find everything in the link tree below. Hope you like this episode, and thanks again for coming on.
Thanks for having me, guys.
And
Fun.
yes, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see everyone on the next one.
Yeah.
Bye.
One more flex. Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.